What's going on, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over some of the highlights from the developer live stream in MLB The Show 19. They talked more about Road to the Show and some features regarding that. Here's kind of a timeline of what they revealed. They revealed a legend. They talked about the player bedroom, which was something that we saw in the GameStop Monday video regarding Road to the Show. They talked more about player personalities and relationships, what that means, and how that's implemented within the captains. I'm going to show some screenshots of that. Or not the captains, but the personality types anyway. Captain is one of them. They also talked about challenges. They talked about challenges in Road to the Show. They talked about mini games regarding training and playable training. And then they also revealed another legend. And then they revealed 4 Diamond 30. Of the 30 teams, they revealed 4 of them for the pre-order, 85 to 89 overall diamonds, which I'm pretty sure is what the ratings are. Because from what we see right here, we see the first one is a Frank Thomas, 87 overall, 1991 breakout. We see a little bit different card art there. It's very nice. Topps 40th anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of hard to read that, but it's a very nice card art, breakout version of Frank Thomas from day one. This is a sellable version of this card, so everybody that pre-orders the game, you won't have a mission to do. You'll just be able to unlock this card right away, and then everybody will be able to sell these cards on the marketplace if they want to. So if you're buying stubs and you're able to buy some of these other pre-order versions of other teams, then you're going to have a pretty good team to start off with, as well as some of these cards, I mean, probably will go for a pretty decent price because they're really good to start off, and a lot of people will have them. But anyway, this next one is going to be a pretty nice card. Tom Seaver, 89 overall. They also mentioned that the cap system for overall, the tier systems is the same. So the same tier overall for Diamond is 85 to 99. The golds are going to be 80 to 84, stuff like that. Silver, 75 to 79. The tier system is going to be the same when it comes to Diamond Dynasty. They didn't talk about the attributes in Diamond Dynasty. They didn't show any attributes in Diamond Dynasty, so I don't know what these cards are looking like, but at least we have seen some of them, seen what they are. We're going to be able to make a choice, I guess, when we get the game, so it's going to take me quite a while to make a decision, I think, because this next card is also pretty good. 89 overall, Roy Oswalt. They mentioned that the pitchers are going to be a little bit higher overall than some of the hitters because you do have that random aspect of getting your starting pitcher selected. But this 89 overall Roy Oswalt is probably better than any Roy Oswalt we saw in MLB The Show 18. It's probably up there with the one we saw in 17. I mean, what was it, a 95 overall Battle Royale postseason Roy Oswalt? That was really good. This rookie version is also going to be nice, especially day one if you want to pick this pitcher for the Astros. This next one and last one is also very nice. This one caught my eye specifically because it is Stan Musial postseason version 1944. He might have some increased speed, some increased fielding, depending on how he played in that series. I have no idea. But 88 overall outfielder, also plays first base probably, and will be a nice lefty bat, especially if there are no 125 attributes. I mean, what did he have? 90 power in this year's game. I think that'll be awesome, depending on how they mix up the attributes. I'm curious to see some of these stats when they do reveal Diamond Dynasty, the Diamond Dynasty live stream coming up here in a couple weeks. But to get into this next one, we do have a legend reveal in Walter Johnson, and then in behind it, we also have we also have Andruw Jones. So Walter Johnson and Andruw Jones were the guys revealed. I think these are 2 amazing cards. The only reason why I had it shown like this was because the Walter Johnson picture that I took, he was kind of throwing sidearm, which is a key thing to keep in mind. I think that because of his funky delivery, they also mentioned that he's going to throw extremely hard in this game. I think that also, I mean, Andruw Jones was a balanced outfielder. He was all-around outfielder, probably a 5-tool player. He might have decent speed with some good power, some great fielding. I mean, he was an amazing fielder, if not one of the best center fielders fielding-wise of all time, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, both of these cards are going to be extremely effective, especially when pitch speeds are increased. Walter Johnson will be much better. I see him like a Bob Feller, probably a little bit better than Bob Feller, honestly, just because I think he'll have a little bit more control. I'm not too sure. I could show some stats, but I want to show more screenshots here. So let me go ahead and get into the next one. This is a screenshot from the Road to the Show part. I'm going to go ahead and move my face cam to the other side and block theirs because I want to point out that this personality and relationships, this is something that they talked about. You can definitely go into their stream and view more on this subject. I think this is important to keep in mind. If you are big into Road to the Show, this is something that's going to I think interests a lot of people. It's a very creative way to implement personality relationships with virtual players. I mean, you do have a virtual clubhouse here. You have your creative player just kind of just sitting behind my face here. But this this screen right here, as you go into it and develop personalities with your players and unlock different traits, whether it's your captain, your lightning rod, your maverick, your heart and soul. These guys happen to pick captain as the main. You get 3 choices. So they picked captain as the main. I think heart and soul was the second tier. No, it was lightning rod was the second tier, and then heart and soul was the third tier. You can see there as you kind of have more captain unlockable perks, and then you have 3 unlockable ones from lightning rod and 3 from heart and soul, but you start out with the base level, if that makes sense. And then as you can see here, there's a variety of perks. Showtime slow-mo is available for 1 plate appearance per game, and then that's the boosted effect. The normal effect is Showtime slow-mo is available for 1 plate appearance per game. So while using the Showtime, it becomes available again. Like, there's just added perks that you get. I think that's awesome to implement. This next screenshot also shows another version of that. This is clear for Takeoff perk from the captain side. It gives you a boost when you're ahead in the count on a 2-0 count and a 3-1 count, but then the boosted effect gives you a normal swing, increased power on a normal swing when you're ahead in any count. So I think that's awesome to keep in mind. If you're big on Road to the Show and are interested in this, I think this is in-game quirks that will activate, in-game perks that will activate and increase your game skill, as well as just give you an advantage in the game, make it more fun, make it more realistic. I think that's awesome to see. Definitely go check out their live stream. They also showed some no doubter animations from some Sony partners. We saw, I mean, Tim Coogs, we saw multiple guys in there. We saw Kugler, we saw Shelfie, we saw Paul Sporer, we saw multiple guys. Healy was in there, Fuzzy. We saw a bunch of guys in there. I think it was awesome to see those guys. They will be playable in MLB The Show 19 as well, in Road to the Show. I think that's really cool that they're implementing content creators into the game. But this next screenshot is going to show how to train those Road to the Show players, how to I guess progress them other than in game, because every time you're playing the game, you're always going to be, whether you hit a home run or you do a challenge that kind of helps your player out and you successfully complete that challenge, then you will be progressing your player that way. But this is a different way to do it. As you can see here, hand-eye coordination drill and then the colored ball recognition drill is it has a mini game icon attached to it. The other one, the bunting drill, does not. I'm pretty sure if you just select that bunting drill, your player automatically becomes a better bunter. But in order to increase these other stats, you do have to play that mini game, which is awesome. So they did play that mini game. I don't want to show that video clip because I don't know all the legal rights behind all that stuff. So I'm just going to stick to this screenshot. Definitely check out their point of view of that. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up on it. They had a lot more stuff in the live stream, but that was the main points. Those were the main features. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.